Got the barbers inside. Let's go check them out. My name is Lamont T. Evans. I'm originally from Dayton, Ohio, moved here to Columbus in the year 2000. I attended the Ohio State University. Shortly after, I enrolled in barber college, got my barber's license, practiced barbering for a few years until I opened up my own barbershop. I've been a licensed barbershop owner now for about 4 years. So I'm pretty involved in the barber community. I'm also the founder and current president of the Successful Barber Organization. It's our barber association right here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm also an instructor at the Ohio State College of Barber Styling. Very involved in the community. I sit on a couple of exec boards for different community organizations and social organizations. So that's who I am. That's me. That's what I do. I love to do what I do. And I'm proud to live here in Columbus, Ohio. I always tell people, when we were growing up, my family, we didn't have a lot of money. So, I learned how to cut my own hair out of a necessity. My mom, bless her heart, she always used to try to cut my hair and, had a patch on this side or, had my hairline too far back on one side. So whenever I did get a chance to go to the barber shop, I would look at the barber and study how he used the clippers, and before you know it, I was at my own house in my bathroom, and my dad had a pair of clippers, so I used to pick them up and try to cut my hair, and that is essentially what began my barber career, my passion to become a barber. I didn't go to barber college straight out of high school. I eventually went, and once I became a barber and learned all the different aspects of what it takes to be a successful barber, I really fell in love with the profession. So, now I'm here to teach other barbers and mentor younger barbers to becoming a successful barber, and I'm loving it. I love doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie to you, being a barber and being self-employed, it does take hard work. But it's possible, it can be done, and if you're consistent with what you're doing, you will be successful at this business. The systems that I put into play when developing or establishing my barber career, they're not brand new. They're regular systems. They're regular business practices that you will find any professional doing. Things like generating customers, managing customers, tools and supplies, financial responsibility, creating a brand. Those are the different things that I focused on in order to build my clientele. So one of the things that probably helped me out the most was using Facebook. There's a lot of different technology that comes out, and back in my time when I was building and establishing my clientele, Facebook social media was the thing to use, and not a lot of barbers had become familiar with social media or Facebook at that time. So I saw an opening in the market. I was able to target the demographic that I wanted to target in order to grow my business. Before you know it, my business grew very quickly. In addition to online, I used to do a lot of offline marketing as well, door-to-door canvassing, passing out flyers and business cards and things of that nature. So, graduating barber college and going into a shop, it was very interesting. It was an adventure. But like I said, if you're patient, if you're consistent, and you really, really want this business, it's possible. And I'm telling you, the fruits of your labor will show once you hit that point. Well, I tell a lot of barbers, when you're trying to build a clientele, you just have to remain consistent. You know, having that work ethic. I listed off 5 different areas that a barber must focus on in order to be successful. Well, if you have those 5 areas, but you don't have work ethic to go along with it, and work ethic is not being applied to those 5 areas, it can be pretty difficult building a successful barber business. You know, so just staying consistent and having patience. A lot of the challenges that new barbers face with building a clientele deal more with the character. You know, it deals a lot more about what's on the inside of a person, because transferring from an employee state of mind to a self-employed individual, it's a mind shift as well as a character shift. You have to develop certain characteristics about yourself in order to be successful as a self-employed business owner. So I think the most challenging thing was just staying consistent, having work ethic, and being patient, and making that shift mentally to be a self-employed business owner.
Actually, I gained a good friend, a good mentor in Lamont Evans. He's the owner of the barbershop. I was probably about 13, 14 years old. And he used to cut my hair as a kid. You know, he was a good dude. Took a lot of advice from me. You know, like a lot of clients do with their barbers. They kind of take heed to what they say. And I love it. I love helping people. I love the confidence that a haircut gives a kid, confidence that it gives a grown man. Networking. How much networking is a major tool, is a major key in becoming successful. You have got to learn to network. You have to learn to talk to people. Basically be open to criticism, whatever it is, whether it's positive or or negative. A lot of people think they're going to get out and just hit the ground running. It takes time. It's definitely a time.
Here at Unique Image Barber and Beauty Salon, we practice 3 things. We practice having a professional atmosphere, a professional service, and professional barbers. And it's that simple. Professionalism can go such a long way in our industry. You know, we like to try to stay in the middle of the road when it comes to the atmosphere of the shop, because we get our young urban population and we get our elder population, and you know, each demographic has a different taste, and they expect different things when they come into a barbershop. So it's very important to try to play, stay on the middle of the road in that aspect when you're dealing with different people in society coming into your place of business. So, for the most part, we keep it professional. We have a no profanity in the shop campaign. All the barbers, I commend my barbers. They're very, very good at upholding that standard with no profanity in the shop. We have a lot of children coming in. We're currently working with Columbus City Schools and Columbus City Council on a program called Barbershop Books. It allows young men and little boys and girls to actually come into the shop to be able to read books while they wait. So, we have this type of activity going on in our barbershop. So we try to keep it professional. We try to keep it kid-friendly, and that's very important. I recommend that any barbershop owner that wants to be successful and that really wants to stand out in the community, get involved and make sure that you maintain a high level of professionalism for your shop. It'll take you a long way.